What's up, tricksters and tricksettas? Happy New Year! This is the first Tier 3 sub VOD review in the new year. And this is probably the last Sunset VOD review that you're gonna get for the next few months, because Sunset is out of the map pool, but it doesn't matter, like, you know, it's gonna come back someday, essentially. So, today at our coaching table, we have a three-sep Rocky. I guess that's okay. You know, I probably destroyed his name completely. He is a Gold 2 Jett main, playing on Sunset. Let's see what he can do better. So, hello, habla español. Thank you for doing this VOD review. I feel like there are a great amount of aspects that I need to improve on in my gameplay. Whether that's positioning, having plans for rounds, reducing unnecessary deaths, playing off teammates, etc. In so many situations, I do random stuff in the moment instead of at least playing off general principles. The biggest issue seems more about identifying the weakest points out of all of them and starting to address those. Okay, this act in particular has been a complete nightmare so far. I've never felt so significantly punished for gameplay flaws. But overall, I tend to have a low ADR, not so great KD, and a lower KST regardless. My longer term goals are to be a quality Jett player and reach Immortal. Hopefully this will... Okay, good. So basically, like, listen, your goal is to reach Radiant. You know, don't undermine yourself. Like, if I could have got Radiant 23 times, you can get it at least once. You know, it's not like I have hands. So basically, like, let's open our notepad. Well, maybe I took some notes of the porns that I want to... Okay, it's clean. It's clean. So, general points, attack points, and defense points. Okay, good. Now, let's see what's happening on the tracker of Rocky. Yo, welcome to stream, guys. Do you have a favorite agent to VOD review? Omen, obviously, because I know so much about the Omen that, you know, VOD reviews on Omen and Jett for me are like a walk through the park, basically. Yeah, I don't even need to see a VOD, like, I know what I'm gonna say. Where are you from? I'm from Kazakhstan, Bangladesh, Kazakhstan, Madagascar, North Nigeria, skin tone. Drop the CHARLATAN file, sunk. You're not gonna get... Maybe if you go through this phone, you might find some weird shit. I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah. Okay. So ASAP Rocky is pretty terrible at this game. I'm not gonna lie, my friend. So first of all, like, there's not a single stat, as you already mentioned, that is good for you. Basically, everything is below average, or simply put, bad. You know, like, there's no point going any deeper into this VOD review. Like, what you need is, like, you need some kind of a good improvement plan. You need some extensive coaching as well, like, in the future. And you also need to work on everything by a bit. So first thing that I would recommend to you is the following. As soon as you watch this video, you know, as you watch this VOD review on the second YouTube channel, go onto my Discord server, go to important guides, and watch every single one of these videos. Every single one of them. And try to apply as many of these tips and rules within your gameplay. You know, watch the settings video, optimization, sensitivity. You can immediately start with a one-for-all aim training, because just by looking at some of these stats, it's gonna be good for you. It's definitely gonna be good for you. Especially if you take a look at your weapon versatility, which is very poor. I mean, you just use a Vandal, Operator, Classic, Sheriff, and Phantom, practically. You need to do some kind of a training like that every single day. Like, basically, you know, there's no simple solution there when it comes to your mechanics and stuff. So you can immediately start with a one-for-all aim training and do it every day for 2 months, sorry. And another thing that I would recommend to you is watch this video, how to actually improve and rank up faster. So those two things are important, very important. Everything else, one step at a time. Like, probably your game knowledge is crap, you know, probably. Let's be honest. There's so many things that you can work on. So let's see, you know, today what you're mainly struggling with. What's very surprising here is that your stats are actually not that bad. I mean, in pistol rounds you're great, which is amazing. You know, guys, if you're playing pistol rounds bad, literally, you are effed up. So this is really good. Full buy rounds, you do exist inside of them. You know, it's not like you're amazing, it's just you exist. And semi-buy rounds and eco rounds, how are we this bad? I mean, for Christ's sake, you're playing Jett, an agent with 2 smokes and a dash ability. How can you not trade yourself for at least 1 kill with a shorty, with a classic triple shot, with a Bucky, with a Judge, with Outlaw? Where is Outlaw? Where is this weapon? You know, let me turn into Picasso. You know, so immediately, you know, just a moment, Picasso mode activated. That's good. So immediately, you know what I would put here. You can do the OFA aim training method for 2 months straight, every single day. Your very weak points are semi and eco rounds. We need to do something better during those rounds. Then the third thing is like even in full buy rounds, you are pretty average. But we're gonna analyze this, you know, essentially during the VOD review. Weapon versatility is very poor. Weapon versatility is very poor, considering you are a Jett main. And finally, you need to watch and apply everything from #important guides on my Discord server. Okay, now let's see if there's any silver lining here. So more. Let's see something. Okay. Clutch percentage bad. You need to do something better there. Then we need first bloods, first deaths, very 50-50. 50% not good. 50-50 not good. 50-50 not good. KST terrible. Like team play 0. Literally 0. You're dying way too many times alone. How your teammates cannot trade you? How you cannot trade your teammates? How are you dying so many times alone when you're playing Jett? Impossible. Impossible. Sorry, I'm just looking at how I'm gonna annoy you today with the sound effects, you know. Now, when it comes to the last, that's 112 in 56 matches. That's also bad. But basically, you know, in low elo, I don't want to Diamond 3. You're not alive to control the outcome of your rounds. You might just surrender that match, to be honest. Like, you need to be in control of your rounds. You need to do everything that is necessary to win a specific round. You need to play good trading game. You need to play a bit safer. You cannot just take every fight that you want. You don't need to always go in. Even as a Jett player, like, you need to really pay attention to the minimap and on your teammates and enemies. Like, when should you go in? What should you do? And what is the next step for you? So, pretty terrible, like, statistics overall. I'm not gonna lie. Attacker side, abysmal. Defender side, not bad. You know, on defense, you can get better, obviously. But attacker side for you is literally nightmare when it comes to the stats. It is a miracle that on the attacker side, you have 48% win rate, round win rate. I don't know how did you how do you manage to do that, to be honest, like with 0.8 KD and 66% KST. Usually, you know, when you see this type of stats for a Jett player, number one, team play probably 0, you know. Number 2, awareness probably 0. Number 3, timings to execute a sight, to go in, to take space, 0. Number 4, pathing. Number 5, executes. Number 6, safety in the gameplay. And number 7, weapon versatility. So these are probably the 7 things that are gonna suck, you know, in this VOD review that we really need to pay attention on. Because your output as a Jett player is basically 0. You know, so many deaths, so many lost games, solo carry impact non-existentiale. So look at here. 32, you played 32 rounds of a match, you died 23 times. And you have only 30 kills. What? I say only because he died 23 times. Like, you know, that's insane. Insane number of deaths. So, yeah. Let's see what's happening for you. Okay, sun shit. Sun shit. Let's go to the sun shit. Sun shit. Here, and we're starting where? We're starting on a defender side. Okay, chat. I'm listening to you. I'm sorry I'm late. Bencha will see you, man. Happy New Year, brother. Dr. Chili, Happy New Year. I cannot find OFA in Aimlabs. In the description of that OFA video, you have a Google document, and there is a link for the Aimlabs playlist. You click on that link, and the playlist automatically downloads for you. Swigger, Happy New Year, brother! Doesn't matter how hard life gets, always be harder. Good night. Okay, bro. Last time I was here, I decided I will make a YouTube channel inspired by you. I'm reporting here after getting 5k subs 7 months. Good job. Good job, keep grinding. Zera, yo bro, I hit radio last time. Nice, bro. Can reach radio on laptop, I get probably, yes. I mean, there are reports of the players that did this, so, you know, it's possible. But hard, it's a challenge. Clutch percentage 2.3 is not bad. Many top players in the listen. It is not bad having a 2.3% clutch percentage when you have a 150 ADR and 1.3 KD, you know. But when you have like a 0.91 KD, 120 ADR. In gold 2, it is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, I've just done your PC optimization. No problem, man. No problem. And, okay. Is there a Kovacs playlist? Yes, there's a Kovacs playlist inside of the document. Okay, let's start with the VOD review. Also, chat, listen here. You're gonna get predictions for every single match that review. What the fuck? Why I cannot make a prediction? I need to log in, bro. Join Twitter. Today email. What? Just a second. So basically, with Twitch channel points from now on, you'll be able to get a tracker review, you'll be able to get coaching, and you'll be able to get a VOD review. And also the prices for all of this crap is gonna be significantly lower. So I'm gonna be making predictions every single stream, like at least 5 or 6, so you can gamble, get the points, get free stuff, and also I'm gonna add one more reward, and that's gonna be like Battle Pass, $10 Valorant points, that you can redeem for, I don't know, 100,000 channel points or something like that. Just a moment, I need to log in onto my Twitch. Hopefully I don't expose anything, but, you know. Wrong password. Well, that's a problem. Then what's the optimal setup to reach Radiant? 144 Hz monitor, some good gaming El Mauso, then good mousepad, some mechanical keyboard, that's not bad, and also, you know, FPS is not that important as long as it's above 144 and it's in sync with your monitor. So yeah, that's an answer. The tier 2 subscriber will get a VOD review? No. Tier 2 only get a tracker review on Discord. Prediction? Okay, prediction. Start a prediction. How can I do this? Like, okay, you have only 2 seconds. You have only 30 seconds to make a prediction. I'm not gonna say what is the prediction so you guys cannot cheat like monkeys, because someone is definitely gonna do that. Let's make a prediction like this. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, here's the first prediction. Bam. Huh? No cheating, not cheating, not cheating, bro. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Danzo. Let's start. So, Sunset. Ah, I didn't pick an agent. Can I reach Radiant or at least ascend it with $30 mouse? Probably. Like, I don't know. A bit of a challenge. I don't know which mouse. I don't know which mouse, bro. Like, you have at the moment. Well, I missed nothing, to be honest. Like, we just started. Carlton, you're still taking BTC for... What the fuck, man? What are your thoughts on Huntsman V3 Mini Pro keyboard? I used it, like, 4 years ago, before I got a Wu-Ting. Or 3 years, I don't know. It's okay. It's good. Just all of the Razer stuff... I don't want to say shit, but stuff... I don't know, it kind of falls apart pretty quickly. You know? The quality control is a bit disgusting, in my opinion. Like, every single keyboard, every single mouse I've used from Razer, after some time, interesting things happen. The synapse is bad. I don't know. It's okay, like, it was not that bad. But I get 12 rating for wins and lose hidden MMR bullshit, yeah. G102, bro, like, G102 is probably one of the worst mouses that was ever created. But if it works for you, like, it's okay. I mean, like, it's not that bad. Okay, let's start. Sunset, very simple map. Basically, Sunset is what? Sunset is a fast rotation map where basically you prioritize team play over the map control in almost every single round, especially the first 4 rounds of the match. On the first contact between your team and the enemy team, you can make some kind of a move and a rotation. Now, on this map, you don't give a crap about defending B site and A site. Like, you should not be anchoring the bomb sites. You should be fluid, you know, moving around, playing with your teammates, playing on a refrag potential, trying to counter the enemies, etc, etc. And you're never willing to die alone trying to defend these 2 bomb sites. You want to abuse as many safe angles, off angles, tight positions before you scoot out and play a retake with your teammates. You know, try to get maybe 1 or 2 kills, stay alive, play retake, done. You prioritize the defense of market and top mid over the A site and B site. And also, the market doors should always be closed unless we are fighting enemies on mid, obviously. In every single round. I mean, in every single round, you should close the market doors when you're not fighting enemies on mid. Now, you should play semi-aggressive from the round number 3 or 4. You know, basically on this map, the worst thing you can do is, like, you know, your starting position is something like this. Or like this. Get the info. We need to get the info in the main areas of the map, where the enemies are, what are they doing, and you don't need to take space from the enemies early on. You know, in the first 4 rounds, you can play a bit more passively, see how that is gonna go, what type of strategies enemies are gonna execute, and how good they are. And then from the round number 4, like, if the passive playstyle is not working, then you can basically start taking more space from the enemies with the one-way smokes, with the utility, with your teammates, or you can just aggress them in multiple different ways. On Sunset, in the first 2 rounds, you always play around the B site and market. And then from the 3rd round, you position based on what happened in the first 2 rounds. And also, you know, whenever you have no idea where the enemies are gonna go, start top mid and play fast rotations between A site and B site. Now, in the first round with Jett, personally my favorite strategy, and I would easily recommend you to do this: shorty here, ghost in the hands, close the market doors. If enemies are pushing B, try to get into this position, try to get 1 kill here with the dash ability, another kill, rotate at the backside with the dash ability, try to kill 1 more enemy here, bait the enemies to push you, destroy their abilities with a ghost, and then when the enemies are here, bam bam, easy kill, bam bam, easy kill, take the ghost, and if you can scoot back into the CT, amazing. You will be good for at least 1 kill at the backside with that shorty. Now, everything else is explained in the ranked playbook. You know, you're a tier 3 sub on Discord, so you have access to everything, obviously. Okay, let's see what he does now. This is already terrible, in my opinion. Even though you have a Vise on the B site, you should never allow your teammates to defend the B site in the first round. Yes, chances are a bit higher enemies are gonna push A in this round. But if your teammates lose market and B site, this round is practically over. Now, you want to do some variation of a, you know, shorty strategy. This buy option right here doesn't exist. Like playing a classic with a shorty, no abilities, no shield, literally doesn't exist. If you want to play classic shorty with a Jett in the first round, classic, light shield, shorty. If you want to play shorty and ghost, shorty and ghost. Now, if you want to play this strategy in the first round on the A side, I would actually drop the shorty at the back side. And this is the position where I would try to get 1 or 2 kills with a shorty. You know, with a ghost, we can start holding this angle, try to kill 1 enemy. Then with the dash ability, another enemy. Then we can hold this angle like this, 1 more enemy. Then, as the enemies are scooting in, we can try to pressure them with a ghost. Enemies are pushing you. Bam, 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 bam. You can get 1, 2, 3 kills. And by that time, probably your teammates are already gonna rotate and you're gonna have someone to play with. How am I gonna get Ghost and Shorty if someone not gonna give a Ghost? Ghost and Shorty literally cost 800 credits together.
Stars on B and noise on B.
As I already mentioned, in the first round, always play the B site. Okay. Good rotation. I love your crosshair placement a lot. I love it. Like basically that you're, you know, placing your crosshair on the most probable angles from which enemies can kill you at that moment of time. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Spike planted.
Now the problem here is like you don't have a light shield, you know, and fighting with a classic pistol without a light shield in this first round is just, I mean, it's not that bad, but it's still not that good as well. And also, whenever you're using a classic pistol, you want to, you know, before you take a fight with the enemies, try to close the gap with them as much as you can. Now basically, you know, we have a wall here, we had a smoke here. Why would you fight the enemies on this range and this distance? You had plenty of time, instead of doing this, to do this. And from this position, it's gonna be easier for you to scale out with your teammates, to pick every fight together with them, and also to use a classic pistol as well. You know, on this range, for an example, if an enemy is there, even if you shoot your bullets exactly at one spot, you know, in Valorant this can be a ear shot, neck shot, body shot, you just never know. 0 to 20 meters is where, you know, classic pistol is usable, and where essentially it's more accurate. So, why not?
Two default. One with default.
Now listen. whenever enemies are stuck in some kind of an angle, such as this sky, instead of this angle here, you should always place your crosshair a bit further away from the wall and instantly pre-assume that he's gonna do a bit wider peek to take a fight with you. So here, for an example, you know, we killed Astra. If I'm holding this guy, my crosshair is not here. First of all, this is way too close anyways. You know, way too close. My crosshair is somewhere right here, essentially. So if she goes for a wider peek or wider jiggle peek, I can catch her with a basic crosshair placement. If she goes for a short peek, just small micro adjustments to the right side. We don't need to flick too much, micro correct too much, like everything is perfect. Whenever enemies know your location and they're stuck somewhere, be ready with your crosshair for a bit wider swing.
One would fall.
Good usage of a dash ability. So far, I'm really surprised, you know. He played this pretty decently, overall. The only problem is, in the first round he played A-site, and we don't have a light shield right now, which is gonna be a problem.
One by main and one default.
One enemy remaining.
This is default player.
Whoever said 3 or more kills, you guys get points, huh? I didn't believe he was gonna get equal or above 3 kills, to be honest. What the hell, man? Only 2% of you guys voted for this. Someone is eating good today. Holy macaroni, man. Like, wait. We need to make another prediction. Let's make a... Will they... Okay, you have only 30 seconds. Done. Now. Hello, Charlatan. Happy New Year. I wish you less cancer. Thank you, man. Thank you. Probably. Now, overall, how you took these fights, you know, and how you used your abilities, not bad. You know, I can see why in the first fight, you know, in the first round, you actually perform pretty well. Pretty good shooting techniques. Crosshair placement could have been a bit better. Utility usage. So considering your considering your tracker and your performance, this was actually surprising in my opinion. Like really surprising. Like I was expecting a much worse player than this, to be honest. I also want to check, like, I didn't check your, you know, your performance overall. So, oh my god. Oh my god. You're pretty consistent, huh? Platinum 1 peak, and then gold. But listen, you know, also, don't get me wrong. Like, even with this playtime, you know, right here, you should have been able to get at least Diamond 1. Once you reached Platinum 1, like, 2 years ago. Like, minimum Diamond 1. But also, like, your playtime is just, you know, not enough to see some significant improvements in a span of multiple months or years. You know, like, Horkus plays 300 hours of Valorant in 2 months, for an example. All of these kids that are grinding the game, like, they have, like, unlimited hours, they also play a lot. So what's really important for you, you know, if you have a limited playtime, is that you use that playtime as efficiently as possible, to be honest. Like, basically, we need to figure out some kind of a plan for you after this VOD review. You know, some kind of a training that you can do every day and what you should focus on the most. Because, you know, if you want to see some serious progress in Valorant, in terms of your rank, you need to play minimum 3 games per day, every single day. If you want to be consistent and, you know, consistently perform. Okay. Let's move on to the next round. Second round, Outlaw with a heavy shield. Respect. Respect. Like, that's good option. Also, like, if you want to save money for the operator, you can just go for a Marshall, heavy shield with one smoke, and that's it. But in the second anti-eco round of Sunset, you always start in the market. So if you get the Outlaw, you're holding this. And occasionally peeking this. Holding this. Peeking this. Hold and playing fast rotations between B site and A site. That's it. That's where you need to position in the second round. Here we have a Ghost with the Outlaw.
4B.
So far, I'm 2 out of 2. Like, all of the rules that I mentioned in my videos, and that I mentioned in my ranked playbook on my Discord server, I didn't magically pull them out of my anal cavity and put them there. Like, basically, those are just statistical rules that will make you win more rounds, more games, that are basically gonna make you be more times right, essentially, where the enemies are gonna go and what are they gonna do. Across like 100 to 1000 games that you play. Okay, good rotation again. Just right now, you know, like, on the minimap. So here,
4B.
your team has saw the enemies on the B side. Right now. They revealed only 4 enemies on the minimap. Right now, we don't know where is that one last enemy. We don't know where is the Clove. So, as long as you don't know where's the whole enemy team and what are they doing, you need to clear every angle carefully and be ready for any lurks, flanks, or something like that. Also, in this example right here, where we have the Vise on the B side, going for a flank and lurk with this ISO in the second anti-eco round is not a bad idea on Sunset. Sunset is a very, very claustrophobic map. It's a very, you know, tight map. And these type of flanks and lurks on this map, like, are pretty fast. Much faster than on any other map in Valorant. Just the only problem is, like, you know, showing this to the enemy team, you know, in the second anti-eco round is kind of stupid. Why would I make the enemies more aware that maybe in the future rounds I'm gonna flank, lurk, and try to push them from behind? It's kind of stupid what your ISO is doing overall. But okay, we cannot control that. Do you think upgrading from 165 Hz to 240 Hz will help me improve faster? Difference is insignificant, in my opinion. But depends what type of monitor you have right now. You know, if you have some kind of a random shit 165 Hz monitor, getting a Zowie 240 Hz monitor will definitely look better. Or getting an OLED 240 Hz will definitely look better.
4B.
This is what I'm talking about. You know, if I don't see all 5 enemies on the map, we need to expect a guy like this. And that's why I would have maybe pushed with the ISO, because we didn't see where is the Clove. Also, when it comes to team compositions, you know what? When it comes to enemy team comp, their main weakness is they don't have a sentinel. So we can definitely push behind them in some rounds, go for the flanks and lurks and try to pinch them. But they have a lot of utility for the executes and post plants. A lot of the smokes, a lot of the recon abilities, a lot of the flashes and shit. So we cannot play passively against this type of a team comp. We need to play a bit more aggro in the main areas of the maps and make them waste as much utility as possible to push us back from these type of positions. You know, if you want to have a happy time defending the bomb sites. Also, one weakness of this team comp is, like, you kill the enemy Jett, enemies are practically donezo when it comes to the executes.
Just stuck in main.
Spike
Two of
down
them are stuck in
B.
main. Two of them are stuck in main with ISO.
Right here.
Listen, man. No matter how dumb of a play your teammates wanna make in this type of anti-eco rounds, you should still follow this plays. You know, here if I see that
Two of them are stuck in main. Two
my
of them are stuck in
Vice
main with ISO.
Right.
is doing this, I'm also scaling up further, you know, forward. There is no way that these two enemies are gonna kill you before you kill them with a body shot. But we cannot lose any more teammates in this round. Like, the whole point of a second anti-eco round is what? You wanna damage the enemy's economy, preserve your economy, and win this round with the least amount of casualties possible. So we have strong economy for the round number 3 and 4. Done.
Here.
Go, 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 go.
Enemy remaining.
Okay, you were not really there on time, but you tried at least. You tried at least.
We get a pick.
Yeah.
Move in. Got it?
Now, in the third round, as I mentioned, we position based on what happened in the first 2 rounds. 2 rounds in a row, enemies went B. We can use the rule of 3 executes and rule of fear to pre-assume that in the next round, enemies will go where? Onto the A site. And in this round already, we can maybe play a bit more aggressively. Because I'm 90% certain enemies will try to go A, in one way or another. Why? Because that's how the average player's mentality works in Valorant. You know, they saw that Vice is playing B. They're like, oh no, we're not gonna push against that Sentinel. You know? Fuck their shit. They lost 2 rounds in a row on B. They're mentally destroyed. And also, you know, very rarely you will see in ranked solo queue, less than 20% of times, that teams are gonna go 3 times in a row and do the same execute 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row, they're gonna go into the same area of the map. So, in this round, who is our controller? Omen. Omen, brother, come A. Come here, give me a paranoia when the enemies are pushing. Omen, do a one-way smoke here. You know? Vice, come on the A site instead of the ISO and do some kind of a setup on A site. And ISO and Sova are just defending the market and the B site. When you have these type of good reads, you know, you should try to organize your teammates to essentially like completely F up the enemies and counter them and try to predict what's gonna happen next. And also, what's very important is we're playing a third bonus round where we can kind of pre-assume where the enemies are gonna go. If we can already counter the enemies and maybe have higher chances of winning this third round. If you win this round, most of the times in ranked solo queue, this half is over. You're probably gonna win the round number 4. Enemies are already gonna be like, fuck you, man, fuck you, some, I don't know, like Turkish, French, gibberish. Oh, you're playing from North America, like, you know, you have a lot of immigrants there as well. So, it's a complete mental breakdown in ranked solo queue.
I know it. TP.
Just the one thing that I would change here is I would definitely get a shorty instead of a ghost. Because in this round, it's 10 times easier for you to get the kills with a shorty. And with the outlaw as well. I don't know why Omen is playing with you in the elbow. Very good at your positioning in the elbow, I'm not gonna lie. Like, basically, you know, most of the times you wanna defend this area of the map. And it should be your primary focus. But I don't know why we're playing A set now with 2 players. And why is Omen starting like this? We need to, like, when you have some kind of a read, when you can do some kind of a good play, try to organize yourself with your teammates. I don't know who is your duo queue. I don't know if it is this Omen or someone else, but Omen, give us a one-way smoke. Give us a paranoia. Let's have them up. Let's push them completely back. So they need to use a Sky Flash, Sova drone, Sova recon, everything to just take this area of the map right here.
I hear me.
Cloves antics stop now.
Okay, wait, dog.
That is probably the most wasted teleport I have ever seen in my life. Literally, you can get in this position by walking. But okay.
They went the other way.
Okay. The dog didn't see us at all. This guy is unaware.
Cover going.
Listen. Don't fidget around when you're holding angles with a sniper. Don't move. Hold the angle. Have a good crosshair placement for that peak. Be fully focused right here on noticing the very first pixel of the enemies that are peeking you and be ready to fire your shot. Any micro movement is just stupid on these type of angles. So you already want to hold the angle as tight as your reaction time allows you. That's it. I'm just standing still. My eyes, brain, everything is fully focused and I'm anticipating the enemies on this angle. I go for a shot. I can use the dash ability, go for another one, reload the bullets. By that time, hopefully our Omen is gonna get at least one kill because we baited for him. And then we can maybe focus on A short or go back towards the Omen, you know, if he's still alive.
Out.
The more you fidget around here, the higher are the chances you're gonna miss this shot. And maybe the movement inaccuracy is also gonna F you up. Absolutely no reason to fidget around. Here, just full, like all of your mental power. Your brain is just hyper focused on your crosser and this angle. There's nothing else that you need to worry about. Why? You saw the sky, dog. But probably enemies are gonna push now the A main area of the map. I don't need to look at the minimap. We have a wall for the top mid. Enemies cannot be top mid. My teammates are defending the market. I don't need any info right now. All I need to do is do one body shot onto this guy that is peeking me right now. So I can finish him off with a second body shot.
Cover going out.
Good. I don't know why you're not reloading here. Why you're holding your knife. Right now you should be reloading. You have the Omen with yourself. He is holding you. Like already now, you should have reloaded both of these bullets. And ready to kill this guy and enemies pushing A side. Hello? Habla español? Why are we holding this angle with a ghost? And why did we even use that? That smoke was an absolute waste. Like, I don't know what you tried to do there. But that was an absolute waste, to be honest. Like, you know, curving the smoke here perfectly to help your Omen. I mean, you need to be a magician to... I mean, it's not... It's just way too hard. It's just useless, to be honest. Like, here. Reload these 2 bullets. Be ready to fight. You know, get on this angle. Omen dies. He gets 2 kills. Amazing. Amazing, bro. Now we are 4v3. You kill that sky or one more enemy. We can just reposition. We'll go into the CT. Reload the outlaw. Get onto this off angle. We are 4v2. We can play a retake, wait for the teammates, and win this round. What are we doing? Why are we playing in an one and done angle at this moment of time with a ghost against full by enemies? Actually, the problem is, like, I have no idea when it comes to their economy, like, what they have, because he didn't press the tab.
Two bubble.
That smoke is for what? There's nobody on site. Am I tripping? Is there someone on the bomb site? Two enemies are in front of you. Like, if you already wanted to do some kind of a smoke here, like, just, you know, we can use this smoke and maybe fake a rotation. You know, make the enemies think that we went out. And now with the Vise and our teammates, we just F up these last 2 enemies and win this round. That smoke is for preventing his teammates from helping him. True. Hello, Happy New Year, what's up, Spot, brother? How are you today, man? Who is better to solo rank up? Omen or Omen?
Two bubble.
But this round here would already be over if you just reloaded the outlaw. I don't know why you didn't do it. If you already have a teammate that you baited for, he is covering you up. He needs to distract and fight enemies. But there's no way that enemies are gonna push you that fast. You have 3.8 seconds to reload these 2 bullets. You know? Relax. So far, timings and awareness is pretty low, in my opinion.
One enemy remaining.
And now, when our teammates are here to fight with us, you know, we're pinching the enemies. Now you decide to reload the outlaw instead of pulling out the ghost and being ready to fight with his mother effers here and here. Okay, some crazy game decisions. Okay, round number 4. Enemies' economy management is pretty weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like some of them are buying, some of them are not buying. I don't know what's happening. Still using outlaw pretty good. You know, at least 3 enemies are not gonna have a heavy shield in this round. And where should we play? Once again, around the market and top mid. In this next round, I have no idea where the enemies are gonna go. Absolutely no idea. But what do we know from the previous rounds? We know that enemy Clove likes to lurk and flank through mid. So we can play in the market, hold the tiles in mid, and in the worst case scenario, we're probably gonna get a kill on this guy. And that's it.
Go for Dave.
Once again here, I would trade this ghost for a shorty. You know, I think that in this round, it's just better if you have a shorty with yourself to trade yourself for the kills and get some easy kills, but whatever. You got a fan. Why?
Kill him. I think you hit.
You picked the Phantom from the, okay. Now I would definitely trade this this gold for a shorty. I mean, fuck it, you know. It's just 300 credits. Is it wrong to always close market doors no matter what? Yes. You don't want to close the market doors if your teammates are fighting enemies on mid. You know? And when the enemies are eco, it's better to hold them for the market and just kill them. Those are easy kills. Free kills, basically. But if you're rotating from B to A, close the doors, you know? If you don't want to guard the market anymore or mid, close the doors. If no one is guarding mid, close the doors. When you are new rank peak, like only up rank, do you still get a gun buddy or do you need to win with that rank? No. I think you don't have to win. Listen, as long as you have Radiant Triangle, in that big triangle, you know, in your career, you're gonna get a Radiant gun buddy. Do you have a triangle? You should have it. Oh! This is why we should have played in mid. Pretty simple. You know? What we noticed in the last round. Enemies are following all of these basic rules that I'm teaching you on Sunset. You know, they're following AB rule, rule of fear, rule of 3 executes. They're following the common rules of executes on Sunset. You know, the common patterns that players use. You could have been right 4 out of 4 rounds where to position during this match. 4 out of 4. You know, here for an example, in this round, I see my Omen is pushing through the market onto the mid. I'm pushing with him. So right now, where should you be? I would leave my ISO alone on A site. If I already have a good read onto the enemies. Play in the market. And now, if my Omen wants to do this, okay, I'm gonna support him. I'm gonna bait him, but I'm gonna support him. I'm gonna fight with him, try to save his life. And it's absolutely stupid pushing mid in this round, but if he wanna do that, I'll be there for him.
What's happening on your side?
Exactly, some Immortal C said Clove's better. Clove is better if you're not controller main. If you just wanna fill controllers. Do you have to pay for any VOD reviews? There's like you can win VOD reviews through giveaways that I make on my Discord server, and you can get VOD reviews through just watching the Twitch streams and doing the predictions with the channel points. So yeah. Or you can just get a tier 3 Discord sub on my Discord server and that's it.
Wait, that's not you.
I was mid. I'm dead. So that's like one.
I have one red triangle. In that case, you're gonna get Immortal Gun, buddy.
Fortune is mid market.
And this round was horrible. Also, in this round as well, like if you have a teammate like this ISO that wanna push again behind the enemies again on Sunset, you can go with him. We have no idea where are the enemies in this area of the map, right here. I have no idea what are the enemies doing. If my ISO wanna push this, push with him. Why not? You know, it's a very claustrophobic map. Rotations are pretty simple, pretty fast. It's a good play. And very rarely enemies are gonna expect a double lurk or a double flank, you know, in ranked solo queue. Let him peek first, be ready to refrag him, peek with him, and that's it. You know, for example, on a map such as Haven, you cannot always go for this type of a play. If a fast rotation is a better decision. But on Sunset, why not, you know?
I'm dead. Mid market. The dog in over on B side. Didn't clear him.
Yeah.
B side.
Here, what's horrible is not you not using a dash ability. Why not? You heard an enemy there. You know that an enemy is there. You know you're gonna get in a fight. Use it to reset your, like, every single time with Jett, when you die and you don't use a dash ability. Sorry, Jett. Sorry. So what happened is he got in a fight with the enemy Jett in the city without using a dash ability. You die with a Jett. You didn't use a dash ability. You could have done something better. Best software to record gameplay, OBS probably. Like, I don't know. Like, awesome, well swim, man. Iron Gun, buddy, rarer than Radiant one. Changed my mind. It's not like there's a lot of players stuck in Iron, to be honest. Lots.
Didn't clear him. Enemy down. Can we more? One of short side.
Player standing.
One's back side.
Spike down B.
Now, we come to the one very common problem of players in ranked solo queue, and that is always play on the information that you have at that moment of time. Don't try to make up info out of your anal cavity. You know? Like right now, he worries about one enemy maybe lurking through the market or lurking through the top mid. You have a teammate that is fighting for his life on the bomb site. You know? You know that there's like minimum 1 or 2 enemies here. Activate dash ability. Go out. Deal with these enemies before that one guy that you think is maybe lurking comes behind you. But we don't have that information. Every info that we have right now is that our Sova is probably gonna die in the next few seconds.
One of short side.
Last player standing.
One's back side.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Now, you know, we come to the infamous 1v1. So, we have absolutely no idea
One of short side.
Player standing.
where is the enemy Astra. You know, enemy Astra knows approximately where you can be at this moment of time. So what is important in this 1v1? In this 1v1, it is very important that you understand the power levels. You know, who has a power play here? You. Why? Spike is not planted. Spike is dropped on the bomb site, wide open. Astra needs to pick up the spike and plant the spike. So we don't care where is the Astra. We don't care if she picks up the spike. The only thing that you care about right now, especially because you're low HP, is that you don't die from some kind of a timing, luck, or by some kind of a backshot. You know? We need to isolate the angles in a way where you can only fight enemies, you know, this Astra, straightforward. So, after this,
Back side.
Spike down B.
after this kill on Sova, and after this dash, we can simply use our smoke for this position, rotate all the way here, essentially. You know, and just chill in this position. Give all of the space to Astra. Give everything to her. Everything. Like, we don't care where she is. We are in a huge disadvantage because of health points. We need to take some kind of a favorable fight. Once she starts planting the spike, we can make a few footsteps. Maybe with a second smoke. Fake that we are going through the CT area of the map. And now start clearing the site again. But if we do anything else, and we expose ourselves to so many different angles, God help us.
Remaining.
Chat. Whoever said that they're gonna win this round, it doesn't look good. This is also a good play. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. Just the problem here is, like, you cannot do this, you know? Like, right now, you cannot jiggle click left and right. You literally need to be stuck in this angle and just wait. But that's why I would have just, you know, sold the whole space to the enemy, to this Astra, and wait to see what she's gonna do. We need to get the info on the plant. And if you actually listen, you know, if you actually implemented this rule within your gameplay, we would have probably killed this Astra. We would have had like a much more fair fight as well. Now, hopefully, one magical bullet is gonna hit the head. It's not. That's why this rule is very important. Like, you never want to be exposed from more than 1 or 2 angles in Valorant that you need to see within your sight, especially in a 1v1. And it is always better for you to die in the process of repositioning rather than dying on a bad position, obviously. And this is the prime example of that. Like, if you already decided to do this, okay, chill, relax, hold this angle, and wait to see what Astra is gonna do. Because Astra is probably not gonna, you know, pick up the spike and then shift up, you know, here to clear the city and do, you know, that's not gonna happen. Now, chances that that happens is below 1%, basically. If she picks up the spike, she's either gonna scoot away and go A, or she's just gonna plant the, you know, clear the backside and plant the spike. Chat, I'm sorry to tell you, but you lost the points again. Let's see the predictions. So whoever said no, pretty good money, bro. Now. Will they win the 4th round? Is this the 4th round? Yes, they didn't win it. Okay. Now, what's gonna be the next prediction? Actually, let's chill a bit. I don't wanna spoil you too much. Like, later, attacker side predictions.
I knew it.
Okay. Okay, so far what we know that Clove likes to lurk a lot through mid. Their default smoke is top mid smoke. We know that enemies are abusing the AB pattern of pushing. Every round they're doing something different. So, in the first round, enemies went B, then B again, then A, then default towards the B site. In this 5th round, I would actually start top mid. And I have no idea where the enemies are gonna go, to be honest. And when you have no idea where the enemies are gonna go, the safest bet is just start top mid, and that's it. But, if our ISO wanna push again and take the aim in, amazing. We can do that as well. We can take that area of the map again. Just, we need, like, if you already see that your teammates wanna fight here aggressively. Omen, can I please get an Uno V smoke on this position? How are we pushing the aim in area of the map without that smoke? Happy New Year, Sheldon. I'm still waiting for my Dacia. Brother. When I get a Lamborghini Urus, you get a Dacia from me. I promise, man. Like a brand new, whichever you want. Does that include Sentinels if you have info on that part? Yes. I mean, depends how much information you have, obviously. Depends where you want to position in that 1v1. There we had zero info about Astra. You teach us in a map, gonna go in next rotation. The map is gonna come back, and you're still gonna suck on it. So, learn while you can. And also, like, you know, we still have like 7 days to connect. You should fight with this guy. Like, that's also a bit of a problem in the previous rounds. I mean, if you have a teammate that wanna fight like this, you cannot just ignore this fact. Omen, give us a one-way smoke. Aizo wanna push with a shield, be ready to refrag him and push with him. You know, if Aizo is just swinging in this angle, you know, there, you need to run, get here, and be ready to swing together with him. What's the next map rotation? Breeze in, sunset out. And I think the worst possible map rotation in Valorant would be this. Abyss, Ascent, Breeze, Fracture, Icebox, Pearl, and Lotus. That would be a nightmare. I think I will stop playing Valorant if that ever happens. Second. We are back. Why I don't like Ascent? I love Ascent. It's just that the map becomes very boring when you play it like 3 times in a row, you know?
Nice, he's back.
How do you play Breeze? Ranked playbook on my Discord server.
The dog and B.
And this is the reason why we should have positioned on the top mid. We had no idea where the enemies are gonna go, you know, like. It's the best gamble.
You are divided.
And once again, you could have pushed with your ISO. You could go for this double flanks and lurks on Sunset. Small map, why not? Now, a huge problem here is that ISO died. You know? Like, enemies know that we have Vizon on the bomb site. Enemies know that at least a few of us are like... a few of us are like on the B site. They're probably gonna rotate. Yo, Gaming Destroyer, thank you for coming here, man. You know what's universal for Valorant maps? What's universal is that they all suck. Like, Valorant map design is so boring and so bad. Like, basically, you know, after they release the Breeze, every other map is like a copy-paste of other maps, and they're all kind of being played in the same way. Like, basically, in Valorant, we just have 2 groups of maps. Fast rotation and slow rotation. And these groups are played almost identical in ranked solo queue. This Astra wall is criminal, I'm not gonna lie.
That one me. I'm trying to fight right now. Get out, come in.
Oh my god, a kill, huh? I love that you're doing this. I love that you're aware that this Clove can be behind us. Do you have any keyword recommendations? Wooting 24/7. I love this. I love this. Enemies did start rotating back. I love that you're aware that Clove is lurking, flanking, she can be anywhere. This is very good.
Trap at main. All trap in main.
Now just play on the info that you have. You know, don't make up info in your head. We need to fight with Sova and Vice. Dash ability activated.
I've got your trail.
Good. We can still fight. I don't know why you didn't fight here a bit more aggressively. Now basically, like, you have a dash ability ready. You can position on an off angle like this, gamble your crosshair left or right, destroy the cabbages for your Vice, and just do this. And anyways, it is 10 times better for you here to dash like this instead of dashing like this. You know, we can play with our Vice every single fight that she's gonna peek from this angle. If she wanna peek deeper, we can peek deeper as well.
My blind is dead.
And also, like, listen. When you're playing Jett, like, try to play more with the enemy's mind. You know, if you already have the smokes. Like, if you're already stuck in some kind of an angle, you cannot support your teammate, you know that enemies are holding you. Use your smokes. You know, now, using some kind of a smoke like this one would be a really good idea. So enemies have no idea. Did I go left? Did I go right? Did I stay on the same spot? What did I do? And I can still play with my Vice in every single way that she wanna fight. I don't know why are we staying on the Astra star and waiting for her to pull us. Happy New Year, Arman! Happy New Year! This round right here. And what you did here. Pure luck. So, what you're liking the most right now on the defender side. Your positioning, your initial positioning is really bad compared based on the map that you're playing, based on enemies' patterns, and based on what your teammates are doing. And also based on enemies' economy, based on enemies' economy and based on what your teammates are doing. Your situational actually positioning is also poor when you're taking fights with your teammates. Okay, let's see the next one. Okay, this one right here is pretty easy one. Like in this round, you position on the A site. You know, we just stop the enemy's push on B. We know that enemies are kind of following the rule of fear. Every round they're doing something different. So in this round, like, Club is probably gonna lurk mid again. I mean, that's an easy read. And they're probably gonna go A. You know, at least 4 of the enemies. Can you name a wireless mouse that might give you an advantage in this game? Wireless. Every new wireless mouse is pretty good, to be honest. But when it comes to latency, you know, nothing beats the OP1 8K and XM2 8K. Like these two mice, whatever, they have insane. You can actually feel, you know, the, you know, the difference in latency. If you're a bit more experienced player, of course. But every wireless mouse is like, I don't know, whatever, literally like even this G-Wolves like HTX 8K is like, I don't know, I cannot see a difference between this and any Logitech or Razer, like, everything is the same.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Is rapid trigger needed? On keyboard. Oh, by the way, I'm once again right 6 out of 6 rounds. I mean, listen, if I can predict the enemies 6 out of 6 times, why you cannot do that. And you need to do that in low elo. Like in low elo, like if you're not on the bomb site that enemies are hitting at that moment of time, if you're not controlling the initial fights that your teammates are gonna pick, good luck playing 1 versus 3 retakes every round. G Pro X is super light, but it's okay. It's good. I don't like the shape of G Pro. I personally don't use a rapid trigger. I don't like it. It fucks up my movement a lot, but it's good. You know, you can feel a difference, to be honest. But I don't know. I'm probably too old, you know, to I don't have a zoomer's movement. It's easier to sync my aim and movement if I don't have a rapid trigger. Is booting actually good, or booting is amazing? Like, it is worth the money that you pay, because, you know, I have a booting keyboard from 4 years ago. It's like a brand new. Not a single button is broken. Not a single switch is, you know, fucked up. Nothing. It's like a brand new keyboard.
Pointing thorns. No more thorns.
They're joining it.
I really hope, you know, when you have Jett ultimate and enemies smoke you off, you should try to get a kill with the updraft and dash ability, while the enemies are still unaware and they're taking the space. You know, maybe even here, you know, you should have used the updraft and dash ability to kill the enemies as they're scaling up into the bomb site. You can catch them off guard. Why not? Maybe you get a numbers advantage for your team.
They're joining it. One over.
Love is dead. Once again, I really don't like that you take these fights without a dash ability. If you know you're gonna fight, if you know that enemies are already on the site, use the dash ability a bit earlier. Okay. Okay. Solid retake. That's not how you shoot with a stinger on this range. Like, you place your crosshair at the enemy neck. You go for the first 5 to 6 shots while standing still, and then when you feel the kick in the recoil, then you can crouch. Like, for example, if I want to take this fight with a stinger, it's okay. You don't need to ADS on this range. You can kill this enemy without scoping. Like, I place the crosshair on the enemy neck, and then when I feel the kick in the recoil, I crouch down, reduce the bullet spread, and God help us if we didn't kill that guy with the first few bullets. Okay. So in this round, the enemies pushed A. They're following the rule of fear, AB rule. Like, we need to start this round in the market again. And this is the point of your gameplay where getting the operator is a really good idea. You know? Why not? Like, these guys, enemies are scaling like monkeys. You notice that enemies' recon abilities are shit. They use a drone from this position. They don't use the arrow for the elbow. They don't use arrow for anything. Punish that. How do you punish that with the Jett? You get the operator. Get the op right now in this round. We know that enemies are gonna go either mid or B. Like, hold this angle. You know, let's kill the clove that is lurking. Enemies are going B, okay, like, close the market doors. Updraft, F them up. Or if your teammates are fighting, like, you just fight with them, get onto some off angle like this, get a kill, get them out.
Does it start A?
He's speaking way too normal with knives, bro. Legit stop. Yeah, like, that's also what I noticed, but I didn't speak about it. I forgot in a second. Like, when you're using the knives, like, he does this. You know, he sees the Sova, he does this. Then, Jett, you don't need to do that. You can just literally spam your knives. You know, if an enemy is giving you the ass, and you have 3 knives, spam 3 knives into her body and get her out of the server. If you try mechanical keyboards with magnetic technology, you will finally feel game fluid, as if you've unlocked the true synchrony between you and the monitor. Unfortunately for mice, we are already at an excellent average. My bro is that scientist from Crash Bandicoot, bro. Like, what the hell, zone, man? Zono.
By yourself on site, came up.
I can just imagine what enemies are doing right now. Also, listen, man, if you're holding these tight angles, as tight as your reaction time allows you, you don't need to jiggle, peek, and move out. I cannot kill anyone like this. You know, just hold it. Be ready, you know, go kiss the monitor. Like, make out with that monitor. Like, give baby to that monitor, bro. And just be focused on hitting that first shot, brother. You don't need to move around. Who's gonna pre-fire you? On this position. In gold. Just hold it. Kill this guy. Kill another guy. Go back.
Yeah.
Dr. Cortex? Yeah, Dr. Cortex. By the way, you hold tight angles, as tight as your reaction time allows you. I firmly believe that your reaction time is... I mean, I cannot take a kill here. Yes, I know my mechanics right now are more like Immortal 3, but... brother, even in my prime, I cannot take this shit. Maybe with Operator. 3 out of 10 times.
There might be all like stuck A main or something.
They're not
Oh,
pushing
just smoking.
anything.
I think this is a fake, to be honest. Like, this looks like a fake. I mean, you know, you need to ask yourself, like, what are the enemies doing right now? Why are they putting fireworks in the A main area of the map without scaling up? It looks like a fake.
I think they called back the smoke.
I thought the point of holding tight is always for info. There is a huge difference between 90-10 and 70-30 angle holding. Like, yes, sometimes you will see pro players and high-elo players, they hold angles like this. Okay. They're just holding for the info. So they can go for a fight that works in their favor. But, I mean, these type of angles, initial angles, you want to hold in a 70-30 way, where you still have like 30% of chances to delete one enemy with a headshot. Because why not? It's not like you're gonna die in that angle.
Oh, it could be B.
And you're not low HP, you know?
Wait. Hold.
Yeah, they're already up.
Yeah, you need to read this type of shit within your gameplay as well. Like, you need to be more focused on what enemies are doing, so you can make better game decisions, rotate faster, and have more info for yourself. Like, one enemy is going full-on gorilla mode, you know, like that enemy in the A main area of the map. Literally, my teammates in Europe. Like, my guy is like... Like, what is he doing? You know? Like, those shots cannot bait you to anchor this position for like 30 seconds. 40 seconds. Your teammates already pushed mid there behind the enemies. Just rotate. You need to know. You need to feel that this is a fake. That they're gonna go B. And what did I tell you at the start of this round? Enemies are gonna go B. Activate your brain a bit more. Like, that's one of the reasons why you might struggle on a defender's side. You're not really controlling the outcome of your rounds and initial contacts. I thought I saw a 24-hour stream. Listen, chat, it's gonna happen, but not today. Woo!
Last player standing.
Dash ability. Also, like, I really don't know why you peek the angles before you use a dash ability. Like, you always peek the angles as you're using a dash ability. Use a dash, then go for a peek.
Grounded.
One was default.
I don't know exactly what you wanted to do there, because smoke dashing to this position is a Sudoku. Like, right now, what you need to do is this dash ability is try to get one frag before you end up 1v2. We know that one enemy is in the main, but we have no info on Sova and Sky. So here, you know, we needed to take this kill on the Sky. And now, with the smokes, you know, with the smokes, like, try to isolate the angles and try to get some 1v1 fights. Now we're effed up, to be honest, like, winning this is impossible. But imagine if you played B-side, this round here. What are you doing? Enemies are going A, B, C. Every round they're doing something different. Every round. Seppuku? No, I mean Sudoku. Now, so in this round here, start on top mid again. Let's try to kill that Clove, you know. Also, your teammates look hella aggressive in the mid area of the map in this round. If enemies want to go B, they need to destroy the Vise wall to move in, you know. Like in this round, chances are 80% that the first fights are going to happen here, and only 20% that you will get a first contact in the B main.
Scanning ahead. There they are. I am the hunter.
The first time we were wrong. But the broken clock is right once.
I just want to mid junction.
This is something you need to communicate with your controllers, like, because especially in low elo, they're gonna F you up a lot of the times when you have the operator. You know, you need to tell your Omen, brother, Omen, I have operator. I really wanna use it to take some kills in the main area of the map. Can we, you know, if the enemies are pushing the B site, can you just give me a one-way smoke here instead of any other bullshit? Thank you a lot. Now, one good thing is we know where is this enemy. We know where is the enemy Jett. We heard the updraft. She's up there. We can take that kill. I would go for this kill. Even without the dash ability. Without the dash. Easy frag. You cannot push you out from these type of fights. Or if you're scared, activate the dash ability and take that kill. That's a free kill for you. You see her above that smoke. You'll see her head or, I don't know, hairline or... You know, thankfully I'm going bald, so they cannot see my hairline in Valorant. But she has a ponytail. So, I mean, like, you can probably kill her there.
Rotate A, rotate A.
Never rotate like this. Come on, man. You're giving your anal cavity to the enemies. What if an enemy peeks you right now from the B main? You're dead. Well, think about it. He listens to me. Real time.
You had your fun. My turn.
Enemies
Start
spotted.
front.
Spike plant.
I don't know why you're... Ah, okay, that's Clove. That's Clove. That's dead.
On site.
Okay.
One sparks default. One more default.
During this 2v2 retakes, generally during the retakes, you always want to trade the operator for the Vandal and Phantom when you're full HP. So right now we pick up the gun from our Vice.
Behind box.
I've got your track.
She has a sheriff? What? How do we have an operator? She has a sheriff, man. Okay, we pick up the gun from the enemy Jett. Very good double up. Very good double up. Now it makes sense why I perform, like, semi-decently, you know, average on a defender's side. You have some really good game decisions from time to time. And this is really good play. This is a play that I rarely see in Platinum and Gold. That in a 2v2 retake, he changes his position after a kill and doubles down with a Sova. Very good decision making. Very good. And now this is a free retake. Just
Watch box.
we need to peek together with the Sova. I don't know what you're doing with your smokes. Like literally, like you need to chill a bit there.
Revealing area.
You're kind of wasting them left and right.
Elbow. He's elbow.
You know, here defusing this spike with a smoke would be amazing. You know, we had 2 smokes. We can just easily defuse it.
Is nothing. player
She's damn it.
standing.
Fuck.
Listen, here you had to stick this this defuse. You had to stick it. I mean, if there's already no time left, you need to try at least. Like, you know, getting this kill is pointless if she's gonna die anyways from the spike detonation. I would try to stick it. You know, you already half defused it here. You need 3 more seconds to defuse the spike. You need to test your luck in this type of position. Maybe she, you know, spin around. You know, do this, bro. Have a different DPI button and just, you know, go around. But we cannot take this fight.
She's damn it. Fuck.
Now, there is a very good moral of the story in this round. You should never be the one that is defusing the spike in these type of situations. You should always be the one that is protecting the spike diffuser. Because this guy is just useless. You're just literally defusing the spike. But what the other dude does, like our Sova in this example, is 10 times more important. We know, you know, you should have pre-assumed that enemy Sky is either elbow or CT. She did a ultimate from this position. There's no way that she went, you know, A short. And that she's gonna do this. Because the spike is planted there. When are you going for your dog training trip? 12th of January to... Oh. To 15th of January. I'm not gonna be here. And then on 16th, I think we're gonna start with the A to Z Radiant Challenge.
Box elbow.
To injury.
Yeah.
My next poll, attacker side. Hello, so today and every day some rounds I play like Immortal 3 and I know I can do better, but other times I play like Platinum 1 missing easy shots. What do you suggest? I don't know, I really have no idea, man. Until I see your tracker and gameplay, like... Only God knows what can your problems be, bro. Yo! Old man gamer, we'll see, man.
Get out of my way.
In this one, I'm playing on the A side. Okay.
Nowhere to run.
No one's scaling though.
When you're holding these tight angles with a Vandal, please ADS. You want to see the pixels. You want to be fully accurate. ADS. And your crosshair should be more to the wall, on the right side.
There's somebody here. There's no one on me.
Okay. Fast rotation.
One mid.
Actually, enemies didn't go B. I mean, they went B, but they got subbed by the Vice wall. You have 3 teammates on B, your ISO died top mid. I would maybe stay on the A side here. Because this is exactly what they did in the previous round.
Yup. Outside the rotating. Outside the rotating.
I will stay on the A until the moment of time when I see the enemies actually going B. Also, like, you need to... basically, the teammates that you want to control the most in ranked solo queue are your controllers. You need to tell them what type of smokes they should do, and which smokes you need as well. And why the hell Omen does this smoke? What is this smoke for? Right now, he should be giving you one-way smoke on this box.
You're watching. Mid. Bunch mid.
Here, you should have tried to take more space here. and try to surprise the enemies. Because enemies probably think that you all rotated onto the B site. You know, we're in a 4v5 numbers disadvantage. We know that Clove is mid, and your team has told you that enemies are rotating to A. I don't know why you're in this default. You need to take a bit more risk here and try to surprise the enemies. I mean, now that your Omen literally gave the enemies a free smoke. So they can do a B split. Now everything is over. Omen is his duo. Brother, your teammate needs to chill down a bit. Like, what are these smoke setups?
Gun here. Spike down A. Last player standing.
Dash ability. Dash ability. Dash ability.
30 seconds left.
Where?
In this type of a 1v2, like, you should always pick the first fight that you can get if it is a 1v1 fight. Always. Especially if you have a dash ability. We know that Sova, enemy Sova, is top mid here. I have no idea where is the Clove. I need to delete this guy before Clove, I don't know, gives me anal shots, you know? So, right now, just pick this, try to get a kill. We killed the Sova, and now we can apply the same mindset that we did in the 4th round of this match.
Right side, right there.
Both?
Silver. Only shot silver. I saw Clove oil mid, but I'm not sure where she is.
I'm not gonna lie, probably here, I would have dashed onto this Sova. I mean, he's droning from this angle, right here. I don't know, I would risk it a bit more, it's a 1v2 anyways. Oh, what the fuck? Never mind, he was droning from top mid. I need to get a new headset.
Oh, I should have run.
Okay.
Mike, you that didn't get rid of rotate 8.
Good buy options, good economy.
No. No, just...
Okay.
Can you do a high rank gameplay analysis on stream like Ascendant Plus? On my second YouTube channel, you have 170 free VOD reviews. I've done enormous amount of Ascendant and Immortal. And all of the next ones are, I think, like... let me just check it. We have a Bronze Omen, Immortal Jett, Ascendant 3 Jett.
Might be made again. Or waiting outside B. Even waiting outside B.
You need to tell your teammate to chill down a bit, man. Like, this Omen is positioning like he's playing Chamber, man. If Omen dies right now... What is this positioning, bro? I told you, man, like, if you already have no idea where the enemies are gonna go, your teammates don't want to aggress the enemies in A main and B main. Just start top mid or market and play fast rotations, like... How you played, like, 7 out of 9 rounds in elbow of A site as a Jett player?
Wait, one side.
Shock dart.
Chasing me right now. Might be A, might be A. Or mid.
This Omen is crazy, man. Crazy guy. Crazy Omen. This A.
It's A, it's A.
It's rotata potato, though. Maybe one guy is more A B main, but
Scanning ahead.
crazy gameplay, bro.
Wait.
When you're fighting with the ultimate, like, I just don't understand why you stand so still. You know? Like, you're fighting with the ultimate like you're using a Sheriff or Guardian or Vandal, like... If I see an enemy here, like this Sova, well, I'm like... you're like a fidget spinner, basically. You know, jump around, updrift, like, you know, I see a guy there, like, do this, ba 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 ba. I don't know. I see a guy there, like, ba 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 ba. Also, in this range, in the ranks below Ascendant 1, you don't even need to hit the head. Like, 90% of times, you can just go for 3 consecutive body shots while moving around fast. That guy is dead. Like, this fight lasted for more than a second and a half. And you were standing still. Imagine if you were moving.
I've been dodging the silver dart.
I don't think he knows he's fully accurate when moving. He must know that, bro. Like, there's no way. A Platinum 1 player doesn't know that.
Smoking mid, smoking mid.
He probably watches pro players because they all most times play elbow. What? Do you prioritize headshot or movement with your Jett knives? Both. Both. But it really depends. Like, you know, when you're fighting enemies between Iron 1 and Immortal 1, you can get a lot of with a lot of bullshit, like when you're using the Jett knives. You can literally just go for 3 consecutive in a 1v1 fight. You can literally just go for 3 consecutive body shots and just spam the knives. You're gonna get a kill. As long as you're perfectly tracking that enemy, that guy is dead. And as long as you're not low HP.
You want to fight it?
Are they coming out?
Can't tell. I can't hear it. Yeah, they did the plan. They planned it behind the so.
My friend, I don't know what to tell you here, but we need some map control. You know, in this specific example. Like, we know that enemy club likes to lurk through mid a lot. So right now, the best position for you is top mid. We don't know what's happening in the B main and on the B side. We don't know how many enemies are there. We need to be top mid, ready to fast rotate.
No, they're not. They're not.
And now you fast rotate. I mean, you go, 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 go.
They're playing right now. They're playing right now on B. Neutralized.
But if we were top mid, we would have killed that club faster. And our Isa wouldn't even have a chance to die. Yeah, but there's a guide on how to play Omen on Abyss as an attacker on your channel. Yeah, it's still optimal. Yeah.
Skies.
One enemy remaining.
Oh no, it could be main.
Okay.
Last player standing.
Once again, we come to that point where, in this type of fights, you need to synchronize your movement with your teammates. Like, brother, if you're, like, in this example, I personally don't even care where is the enemy Sova. All I care about is that I can fight on every angle on which my ISO is gonna fight. And that's it. We have more than 15 seconds to defuse the spike based on the sound. Plenty of time to, you know, clear the angles from the left side. One guy sticks the spike and we fight together. Maybe more, maybe like 20 seconds to be honest. Good idea, just the crosshair placement was bad and you kind of heard that where that guy is.
Now.
If he played 12 rounds in a row on B side, he would have been right 8 times. But no, like, let's just play A, I guess, like 10 out of 12 rounds. Your teammate wanna do this and play more aggressively. We need to play with him. Like, I mean, if your ISO is holding this, you need to be here. Ready to swing together with him and peek on his contact. And if he does this, we need to scale up.
Dodge the silver diamond.
Okay, he didn't die again. And even in this round, you know, like, you can just follow up ISO. As we talked about previously.
Jett on site.
One thing that I don't know in this gameplay is, are your teammates closing the doors, you know, on the market? Because those doors should have been closed every round when they were not fighting on mid. So that's one problem that I just am not aware of based on this VOD. Give me the arsenal! Give me the arsenal!
Spike planted.
Another wasted smoke for absolutely nothing. Enemies are literally like, look at the Vi's ultimate. Why are we not moving in?
Spike planted.
We need to clear that clove smoke on the left side and be ready to fight with our Vi's.
It's 2 main.
I've got your trail.
101 mistake of a Jett player. 101. Never commit to the fights if you have a dash ability. You see that you went for some gorilla spray. You notice that the fight is a 50-50. You don't know who's gonna win that fight. You don't feel confident in that fight. You missed the first bullet. You missed the first burst fire. Dash away. Reset yourself. You can get a better fight later. Probably.
Place. Hide.
Okay. Overall, you know, on a defender side, generally your positioning is your main enemy. Like how you take the fights with your teammates. How you position yourself based on what the enemies are doing, based on economy, and based on what your teammates are doing as well. Like that needs to be fixed. Abso-effing-lutely. When it comes to some general points, like you're wasting your smokes a lot. Like basically, not a single smoke that you used in this defender half was good. You know, you're not really playing with the enemy's mind. When it comes, you know, you're stuck somewhere. Smoke yourself off and make them guess if you repositioned or not. You're not really using your smokes efficiently to cover up your teammates as well. A lot of the smokes that you did, like, you didn't have to do them at all. They had no purpose whatsoever. And in a lot of these clutches and situations, like, having a few smokes would have been really, really good. When it comes to, like, ultimate, like, you need to apply more movement while using ultimate instead of standing still. And also, like, you really need to understand that you don't always need to go for a headshot with the ultimate. If you're full HP, you're moving around, it's a medium long range fight, 1v1 fight, you can get away with 3 body shots, especially between Iron 1 and Diamond 3. That's kinda it. Like, but that's pretty much it for this defender's half, to be honest. A while Nacho, welcome to stream, Nacho brother. Is the coaching paid? You can win a free coaching on my Discord server through the giveaways. Okay, now attacker side. So the attacker side of Sunset, your default side, number 1 priority, B site. Number 2 priority, A site. Number 3 priority, mid area of the map. So basically in the first 4 to 6 rounds, you want to persuade your teammates to play together as 5 and to test the enemies on B and A. We're gonna use the mid area of the map as a last resort if nothing else works. When you're pushing the B site, it's very important to have a proper pathing. Like, we want to jump spot this angle, jump spot this angle, always scale up like this, clear this position, and then we're sending it. When you're pushing A site, we need to be ready for every enemy flash, every enemy utility, and 90% of your executes should be done through the elbow. If you're taking the mid control with your teammates, always from the tiles to play with your allies. Why did I get banned on Twitch again? TikTok, sorry. TikTok hates me, man. Too much shits. You know, probably because of this sound. I'm not gonna lie, like... I said one bad word, man. One bad... Okay, many bad words during the stream. Now, what type of execute pattern you wanna use early on completely depends on enemy's team composition. If enemies have 0 hardcore sentinels, 3 rounds in a row, we can push together as 5 B site, and then in a 4th round change the pattern and decide, you know, what to do next. If enemies have 1 or more hardcore sentinels, 3 rounds in a row, you can go A, and then in a 4th round, fake A, go B, fake B, go A, or simply go B and change it up a bit based on what you know, what info you got in the first 3 rounds. So in this match, yeah, going B is fine. I don't know what your Sova is doing, but I would tell my Sova brother, please, play with us. Please, play with us, mi amor. Also, we need to tell our Vise, you know, if you're doing a B push or the A split, the wall should be here, you know, like something like this. If you're like doing a fast 5-man A push, the wall should be, you know, here like this. Or if you're splitting B, we can use a wall on A side like this. Now, we need to tell our Omen, that is apparently your duo, to give us a proper, you know, default smoke setups for every execute. And you need to know these setups. Like, that's why every single player in Valorant should know what is a good smoke, what is a bad smoke, and to correct this type of plays. And other than that, we don't need anything else. Like, we just need to tell our teammates to play together early on. So, Sova, brother, I'm gonna suck your dick. Please play with us in this first round. Thank you a lot. Oh, just a second. Valorant service, you know? When you do the deep and shallow smoke for the market when pushing through B main only, usually against eco enemies, you want to do a deeper one. Usually. I'm just, you know, indie company. You know, servers last for an hour, apparently. Can I get in the game, please? Pretty please. Okay, prediction. Yeah, you'll get a prediction. Prediction for coaching. Let's see. Starta predizione. Oh, I don't want to show you. I don't want to show you. We can do the same one. Bam. Think about it, chat. Servers being horrible. Servers are horrible because like the service provider for Valorant servers is having problems during the holidays. And I was also getting a lot of like the reason why I didn't play Valorant for the last 10 days, even though I came back, I have a lot of stuttering and a lot of disconnects. I can't bother until they fix it. And most of the Riot Games is on winter vacation until the next episode. You know, until the... I think they come back like in a few days. You know, ranked is just a bunch of trollers that don't communicate and don't listen to you 80% of times. Listen, if you don't try, you will never know. You know? Like, you need to try. You need to show the willpower to try to be better. You don't need to IGL too much. You know, you just need to macro IGL a bit. Smoke. 2 smokes. Light Chill and Classic. Okay, good for this exit. We just go fast here. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for your Vise, Omen, and Iso to take the space for you. Jump spot this angle. Path like this. Clear this position. Boxy box. Go out. What are you waiting for? listen. Whenever you see this type of smokes from the enemies, we need to clear them carefully. Enemies can play inside of them. And especially, you know, when enemies give you this type of a deep smoke. One thing that most of the players are not aware of is that a lot of players like to go behind the smoke and take this type of a fight. So this type of a smoke you need to clear like this, then the box, and then this type of a smoke is very dangerous, mongoose. Enemies can play behind it and take this type of an angle. You have deep smoke in front of yourself. Every deep smoke. Clear the whole smoke like this. Boxy box. And then you can move in. Oh no, bro. I hit my head too hard. I had a concussion a few weeks ago.
Reloading.
This is mega dangerous, man. Mega dangerous. Mega dangerous, man. If the guy is now on the left side of the smoke.
Flashing out. Right side. Fighting.
No wonder you have 0.8 KD on the attacker's side. This is the first execute that we saw on the attack.
Out. Right side. Fighting.
Two kills? 2 kills, chat? Huh? Is the booty shaking, huh? The booty is eating the pants.
One backside. I switched backside. I mean, that's not deep.
Okay. Good 2 kills. Good 2 kills. Good 2 kills. So you end up in a post plant. Your only job is to look at the minimap and ask yourself, who should you play with at that moment of time? ISO is being aggressive. We play with the ISO.
That's not deep.
What are you doing here? Your Vise doesn't need any help anymore. She has a wall. You know?
Launching thorns. Thorns are alive.
Your teammates are going! Go with them! You always play with your most aggressive teammates that have the highest chance of dying during the post plants. Even if the play is stupid, you try to support them a bit. Not too aggressively, but try to refrag them, you know, at least.
Watch out. One could be flank.
How can one be flank? How can one be flank, bro?
One enemy remaining. Reloading.
Don't listen to these callouts. How many subs for a tracker do you after this VOD? 10 subs. 10 subs.
Wall trip.
5.
It's flank. Main.
5.
It's main.
5.
Reloading.
Now someone can be flank, you know.
One shot.
We're greedy, brother. It's a new year. Come on. New year, new me. Chat, we need one more kill. We need one more kill.
Revealing area. Found them.
Okay. Okay. You're safe. It was super close, bro. Super. He got 2 kills, right? He got 2 kills, right? Yeah, 2 kills. That was a I'm telling you, chat. I'm telling you.
Oh,
New year, new me, bro. Ding ding dong. We eating good today. Victor, send me your tracker through private messages on Discord. Did you party hard last night? Yeah, I partied so much, bro. Literally, I have a hangover from my bed sheets. You know, I was under the bed sheets mountain. Some people will get this reference, some won't. W in the chat for the Victor, man. Like literally, like the guys, you know. Let me annoy you a bit. Let me annoy you a bit. Just a moment. Like this year, I just decided I'm gonna annoy my audience every stream.
Never mind.
Danke für das Geschenkabo. Geschenkabo. Ja, ja.
You be again, but I'm
Danke für Geschenkabo. Okay, so we won the first round of Sunset Attacker's side. Yeah. We should just do a 5-man push B again. No complications. No complicazione. No. It's okay. We can just do a fast 5-man push through B main. Also, your team composition is pretty good for executes on this map. I'm not gonna lie. We have a Vice Flash, ISO Shield, ISO Wall, Sova Dart, Sova Drone, Omen Paranoia. Like, we have a pretty good team comp for Sunset on both attackers and defenders side.
Take them one by one.
We should have won more rounds on the defense, I'm not gonna lie. Like, on defense, I think he could have won, like, at least 3 more rounds.
I think just normal except because they could have some weird guns in there.
What is our Sova doing? Tell that Sova, bro, like, Sova, please, play with us. You know, they're probably gonna have somebody in the smoke with the shotguns in this round. You have 2 shock darts, a recon dart, and a drone. I'm not gonna push through that shit. Unless you dart it.
Could be someone close.
You see fast smokes from the enemies like this. In an eco round. Enemies playing in the smoke with a shotgun. And this is a good shadow comm in Valorant. Let me see if I can enable the TikTok stream again. Valorant. Bam. Why do I get banned for like a minute? Yeah, we're live again. TikTok, welcome back. Okay, so in these type of rounds, it's okay to give a shadow comm to your teammates. One guy is in the smoke with a shotgun. Even if an enemy is not in the smoke with a shotgun, it's a good comm. Why? At least your teammates are not gonna die from that guy. And they're gonna be more careful. They're gonna spam the smoke. Because there's a huge chance right now that someone is there with a shotgun in the smoke. And I don't know what you're doing, but you should be scaling up a lot faster through this B main. I don't know how your Omen is all the way here, and you're here. That should not happen to you as a Jett player, as any player. Let's pray. Like, do we have any Jesus Christ sounds? No Jesus Christ. Like, just I need to add some Jesus Christ sounds definitely here. But this is gonna be a very nasty round.
I didn't want to be.
Oh, I would not go through that smoke before we check it like that. Oh, thank you, God. Oh my lord. That's why, chat, you never stand behind the smokes or inside of the smokes where the enemies can spam you before they execute. Omen learned this in a hard way. To be honest, I think I'm coaching his friend more than him. But his friend really needs a coaching on Omen. I'm not gonna lie. Like, criminal gameplay.
What? You haven't shot me through this wall? What are you doing?
You need to go here. We need to be much faster here. We needed to take this space faster. We needed to clear the smoke faster. And we needed to go out faster as well. Good execute. Considering what type of round we're playing, you know, anti-eco. Second good execute. This smoke right here, an absolute piece of garbage against eco enemies. Against eco enemies, you always put this smoke. I don't want one enemy to pop through this smoke with a shorty and to delete me. Clear these angles. You know, don't give them that space. Now, you cannot pass from the right side. You need to go from the left side. Because this smoke is way too dangerous. Because enemies are playing an eco round with the pistols, shotguns, and sheriffs. And we cannot go from the right side. We need to go left. Thanks God, enemies are, you know, mentally dented. And this happened.
Two backside, two backside.
Map awareness and general awareness of yours is like really poor. And that's something that's one general point that we can add here. Very poor map and general awareness that we need to work on. This usually gets better, you know, as you play more and as you develop your game knowledge. So knowledge is the first thing that we need to start with. Map awareness, there is a special post here at As the Coach, minimap blindness, where I kind of explained, you know, like the most important minimap trigger points and when you should, like, you know, take a look at the minimap. So make sure to, you know, check this post later. Like, in these anti-eco rounds, when you're pushing the B-set of Sunset, you really wanna, 99% of times, you wanna scale up like this. Like, just focusing on clearing this position backside, and then from this spot, you're taking the fights with your teammates. That's it. Whoa. How are... Ah, okay, sorry. So I'm crazy, bro. Mr. Teddy, we'll see, man. What's up, Teddy? W's in the chat for the Teddy, huh? W's in the chat for the Teddy. Let's make some prediction. The next prediction is gonna be this, bro. Like, the next prediction is gonna be... do they... Wait, I'm trying to figure out something good. Done. 30 seconds. Go, minions. Why I cannot see the prediction? Here. Okay, how many kills he's gonna have until the end of the match? Solid buy option. Listen, man, like, if you're scaling up or pathing through an open area of the map with a shotgun, such as Shorty, you need to be a lot faster. A lot fastimus reximus, man. Your Sova gave you a dart for the left side. Right here. You had to be on this angle much faster. We could have died so many times. But also, what's a mistake in this round is going A. It's way too predictable. Way too predictable for the enemy team. And we also got some really good info about the enemies in the B-main area of the map. How can we kill one enemy in the B-main right now? Take a shorty, updraft, and smoke. Run at the start of the round. Do this. Do this. Enemy Sky is 100% dead. You need to abuse this type of repetitive patterns that enemies have on a defender side to get the kills in these eco rounds. That's the easiest kill for you right now based on info that you have. 2 rounds in a row. Even in an eco round, Sky used an early dog to scout B-main area of the map from the B-main choke point. 3 kill for you. Enemy Jett was also playing aggressively in the B-main. 3 kill for you. What if I whip my shorty? But then I think you should play shorty more and practice with it. This was an absolute waste of a dash ability. You knew that nobody is on the left side. Like when you play shotguns in this eco round, generally when you play shotguns, you really, the whole point is like how you use the smokes, how you path, how you scale up, and how you close the gap with the enemies. You cannot waste your dash ability to take a space like this. You need to risk it a bit more, or bait your teammates a bit and, you know, play on their contact. I don't understand what is this. Once again, you know, this smoke here has a gap on the right side. If I'm going out of this smoke, first I need to clear this position, and then I can come back in, jump spot through the smoke to reveal the enemies, and I can scale up forward. You wasted a smoke and a dash just to take initial elbow control and aim and control. That's crazy for an eco round. I love this. Very good. I mean, we'll do the he jump spot through the smoke. But what now? How are you gonna get kills now with a shorty? You could have done all of this without using a dash ability. If you paid a bit, maybe we get a kill. I spoke... Okay, we didn't get a kill. Oh! I'm gonna use a second smoke to pick another shotgun that is same as a shorty. Amazing. How are we gonna scale up on the site right now and kill this Sova?
Right here. Enemy spotted.
You can't. But imagine a world where right now you have a Baki, 2 smokes, and a dash ability. You know that Sova is at the backside right now. Bam. Bam. Break his ankles. You know, break his wrist. Easy kill for you.
Just behind you guys. Flank.
And then this round is over. You know, the best you can do in this round, to be honest, is just wait for the enemies to push you. We have minute and 10 seconds in low elo lobbies between Iron 1 and Diamond 3. Someone in the enemy team is gonna be hungry for the kills. He's gonna be like a shark, you know, like, smells blood. We need to just wait now and play on the enemy's mistakes.
Help Silver fight Jett main.
Die.
Oh, she's dead now. She's dead now.
That's one of them.
One's main.
Okay. Good refrag.
Left.
Here.
This one would have been 10 times easier if we didn't waste a dash ability and 2 smokes for nothing. Okay.
No.
Enemies are eco halbay again, and we know everything about the enemies. Enemies always have one guy that is lurking and flanking behind us. Jett and Sky are playing B. Sky is using an early dog that we can dodge. Sova is using an early recon dart in A main that we can dodge as well. Sova is playing on A side. Probably with Clove or Astra, I don't know. Like we don't know about that specific info. With that info, fast fireman push A or B with a bit of a delay. Dodge the recon dart, dodge the dog, and then do a fireman push.
So I was standing white. They tried to do a whole flash for main, and then she dashed out. The dog at main.
Okay, I love that he didn't commit to this fight. Muy bien, muy bien.
One main. One main.
This is another problem that we kind of talked about, but you cannot be overexposed like this. Like right now, you cannot play on this position. You're exposed from top mid, exposed from the market, and no one is holding the market for you. Like here, you either fight top mid or market, and you use this pillar in the middle as a tool to isolate these two angles. Anyways, right now, we should be running it down to the market and splitting the B set before the enemies rotate. You know, we can close the market doors to do a perfect split. And as I already mentioned, you know, when you're doing this type of splits on mid, towards the B side, the Vice wall should be here. And that's it. Also, I really feel that against an eco enemies, there's no reason to do a, you know, there's no reason to map zoom. Go on TikTok and watch the stream. The Vice wall should be here. During the anti-eco rounds, there's no reason to touch the mid area of the map, especially not in low elo. We need to be fast here. And also, I don't know how are you not feeling scared and under the pressure? Already now, when as I'm peeking market, I have a dash ability activated. Enemy Jett can peek me through the smoke from top mid. Enemy Sky can kill me through the market. Why is dash ability not activated? We need to move here. You spend enormous amount of time in this mid area of the map. And this is, kids, why I never split on Sunset against an eco enemies.
Wait.
Good pull out of the shorty, but you never want to wait for the enemies to engage you when you play shotguns. You want to be the one engaging the enemies. If you already know that Jett is stuck in that smoke, activate the dash ability, pull out the shorty, and just run her down. A huge mistake here is like how much time is spent in the mid area of the map. We have a top mid smoke. We know that one enemy is market. One or two enemies, whatever. We have a gun advantage. Go, and numbers advantage as well. Close the market. Whoever goes last through the market doors closes the doors. Because that's what your parents taught you, like, you know, when you were young. And that's it.
Back to it.
You're gonna end up dogging it.
I love the economy management. Very good. Oh, they switched it up this round. There's a Soba B. Soba and Sky. So far, pretty good round. You know, enemies wasted a drone, 2 arrows, and a dog. For nothing. Thank you a lot. You see this smoke on enemies already behind you. We need to be ready to peek out together with our teammates. We need to clear every angle properly. Nobody checked right side. Nobody checked below these boxes. That's pretty dangerous.
Right here.
Please God, nobody's there, right?
Right here.
Okay. Okay, no trigger discipline. Good. But also, you know, in low elo, this type of a strategy, you know, the more rotations you make on the attacker side, the more mistakes your teammates can make. And the harder the round is gonna be. In this type of a scenario, like, it's much better to just cut the noise. You know, you re-clear the mid area of the map. No one is behind you. Cut the noise for 20-30 seconds and execute the B set again. ISO can die with a spike alone. Only God knows what type of smokes and utility we're gonna have on the A set right now from our teammates. This is effed up in low elo. It's better to use a strategy where you just cut the noise for 20-30 seconds, re-clear the back, and just go again on the B side.
Well, I'm gonna try to flash me. 7 seconds to my CT.
Dash ability is criminal. Like, you always peek the angle as you're using a dash ability. Use a dash ability and then peek an angle. What's the problem? Listen, the right click of Jett knives, you only use when you're low HP and you need to gamble it. You know, if you have 10 health points, an enemy is close to you, okay, you go for the right click. Otherwise, only left clicks. Only left. Like, right click is, you have higher chances of winning a lottery than killing an enemy with the right click with the Jett ultimate.
Are we?
And also, this execute was pretty bad, to be honest. How are you spending so much time in the air? We have no info about the enemies in A short. We have no info about enemies in CT. We have no smoke, no smokes whatsoever for anything. You cannot do this, right? Here, I need more cover for myself. An enemy can easily jiggle peek you from the CT. Do this. From here, do this. Like, in this round, basic execute. We clear this, clear that. Now we can scale onto the site and maybe kill this guy. Also from this position, if that guy stands up, you're gonna see him, you can kill him. How to convince my teammates to rotate when enemies are using all their abilities on defense at the start of the round. Tell them you're gonna suck their peepees.
Are we at 100?
Your understanding of Jett ultimate is really poor. Really poor. Like, your mechanics are actually not that bad. You know? Flicking, crosshair placement, it's okay. But just how you use the Jett ultimate is criminal. And how you hold the angles, like, with the crosshair placement and movement. Oh, chat, he's already at 21. Hell, man. I didn't know he had so many kills. Shit, bro. Wait, I'm gonna make another prediction. He is already at 21, more, man. More or equal to 21. Hell, bro. Wait. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. Start a prediction. Let's do an easy one. You'll get one more. Actually, I'll do the last one later.
Revealing
I really don't know why you don't go right now and scale up. Like, this is a perfect moment of time for you with the shotguns to take space and go out.
revealing
You have paranoia and flash for the left side. We have a dart for the left side as well. I mean, you have a smoke for the left side and a dart and a vice flash. Go! Don't wait for enemy Jett to peek you from this angle and kill you. Go, Power Rangers. Come on, man. Let's go. This jump spot was actually pretty good. Just the gun completely blocked the vision of that enemy. When you jump through the smokes like this, always do it with a knife out. Don't do it with a gun out. You're way too slow. Yo, Bang Shen, see you tomorrow, man.
Spike down A.
I have the spike. Reloading.
Question mark emoji for this round, to be honest. What the hell? Bro, you're just spectating. W's in the chat, bro. For the spectator.
Go back A if you want to.
Enemy spotted.
First, good usage of the smokes.
Mid. Flash placed.
Shadows traveling.
I did.
Whenever you rotate from one location to another, where you have no idea where are the enemies at that moment of time, you need to clear every angle as if an enemy can be there. I have no idea where are all of these 3 enemies right now. So,
Did that one.
hopefully... Oh, W's in the chat for the smoke. Another good smoke.
push back tight.
Yo, please. Clear left angle.
I'm behind you, I'm behind you. Watch out for flashes.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
Be flanked.
Careful
too.
mid.
Yeah.
I don't know what is what is this crosshair placement for, to be honest.
Smoke it. I'm gonna smoke it.
Cover going out.
Get it in.
Good flick at least onto the head.
One enemy remaining.
Listen, don't greed for the guns unless they're absolutely free. Are we gonna get a Chamber Breeze guide? I need that because we're gonna get Breeze. Yeah, of course, of course. Chamber is probably one of the best picks on that map, especially after all of the changes and buffs.
Wait, he's main. Wait, Vice has force contact. Force contact.
Once again, I don't understand why are you playing from the right side. Like, this enemies can scale out onto the site in so many different ways in which you cannot maybe trade your Vice at the right moment of time. What if this Sova does this? What if the Sova does this? I mean, this is pretty dangerous. You know, if he goes for a swing like this, it's gonna be pretty hard for you to catch him from this angle.
He has to push Vice.
Pay more attention how you position yourself in these reflex setups with your teammates, but we're gonna win this round on timer anyways.
Watch it. Push it. Down.
Last player standing.
The thing people in ranked will actually play Viper on Breeze. I mean, if you don't play Viper on Breeze, you're straight up trolling. That's the only viable controller on that map. Only.
Tap.
It's not possible, right?
Nice.
Together. Don't
If you get Clove on Breeze, I mean, like, literally, it's GG well played. Harbor is absolute dog poo-poo on Breeze, to be honest. Like, Viper is maybe like 20 times better. In Harbor, like what? Now you have one wall for the execute and that's it. You use that wall, your teammates don't go in, enemies delay you with a Viper Molotov and Orb, we're cooked. Why he pull out the Glock there? It doesn't matter, like, the round was over, like, he knew it's ticking away.
I have the spike.
He smoked up mid.
This is something I will never understand in players like, in players' gameplay. It's easy for you to do the 5-man executes. Enemies are not really good at defending the bomb sites. Why do you complicate your rounds?
Enemies
Glock is crazy.
spotted.
Brother, that's
I have the
So
spike.
I really didn't mean to press that one. I don't know. I didn't even know what that button does.
Jordan B1 now. I have one smoke. I'm going one smoke.
A rule of thumb in ranked solo queue is what? If you have 2 or 3 teammates that are fighting on mid, you want to fight with those teammates. To be honest, I don't even understand, like, what our teammates are doing on mid right now.
Do you want me to first?
Waiting to die?
Just
I'm smoking.
maybe backside if we come elbow.
I'm smoking.
What would be an ideal agent comp for Breeze? I don't know, to be honest, like, you know, in ranked solo queue, what you're probably gonna see a lot is Chamber, Clove, or Viper, depending on the rank in which you're playing. Then you're definitely gonna see Cypher as one of the main... Oh, no, there's no way. There's no way people play Cypher. You're gonna see Gecko in lower elos a lot. Definitely.
Surprise,
Jett
motherfucker.
as a main duelist. Reyna in those lower elo lobbies, probably a lot, to be honest. You might see a Sage a few times instead of a Chamber. Sova, and that's it, like. And Yoru as a duelist in some high elo lobbies. And Vele now, like, she's on the same level as Chamber, to be fair. Vito is maybe gonna be good on that map. Like, there's a huge chance Vito is gonna be good. Because there's some crazy TP setups you can do with him on that map. And Vise, I don't know. I mean, with Vise, you can defend B set pretty well, to be honest, but I don't think you're gonna see her in rank. Like, I think in rank solo you're gonna see the most these 3 Sentinels. Chamber is probably the best out of them, the best option for solo carry. You're gonna see Viper and Clovey in those full-on troll lobbies. Gecko and Sova. Sova probably more than Gecko. Jett with some other duelists, probably like, you know, Jett and Reyna, Jett and Yoru, Jett and Vele and stuff like that. Thank you for the sub. Who subbed? I regret. Thank you a lot, man, for the tier 1. What the f... I didn't see... Victor! He actually gifted 25! I thought he gifted 5. You know, because I said like, you know, I was like 5 subs, bro. He gifted 25, bro. I'm so sorry, man. I would have had a better reaction, to be honest. Like, I would like... for TikTok. Man, I didn't see it, man. Thank you a lot. I really appreciate it, bro. Like, 5 was enough, though. Thank you a lot. Thank you a lot. Bro built a PP out of the agents. What? Ah, crap. I cannot see. Can I redo? Okay. Okay. That's my chat. Don't complicate the games and rounds that you don't need to complicate.
I've got your trail.
I don't know. In this match, his teammates are kind of listening to him. Am I crazy? Like, if your teammates already listen to you to some degree, why we don't do proper stuff? That makes sense. Hey, dash ability. You heard an enemy in the city. Please activate the dash ability now. Or just full on go Matrix mode and just spam the guy to the oblivion. Like, I guess who is this guy coaching me? Like, come on, bro. To be honest, like, how many smoke kills there was in this game? Something is... I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Both Jett players. Both Jett players.
I can flash mid.
Okay, in the post plans, you always have some kind of a job. Like, there is no way that in post plans you're jobless, you know? Maybe in America, you're not gonna have a job. In some European countries as well, you know? You can work at Globo or Volt, for an example, but in post plans in Valorant, there's always something that you need to hold. Somewhere where you need to play. There's some teammate that is probably gonna be more aggressive than others, with whom you need to play at that moment of time. So, right now, we can play with a Sova. He's probably gonna fight enemies in A short. We can hold CT. We can go back, re-clear the main area of the map, and just, you know, live with a peace in the mind. But what are you doing right now?
I can flash mid.
My guy is exposed from the elbow, CT and A short, ready for the back shots. And also, I don't know what is this postman positioning. Like, okay, you want to play somewhere here. Where do you play? Play at the backside. Play at the backside. Like, you know, you can pick every fight that your teammates are picking at that moment of time. And that's it. Or, okay, I'm sorry. You can play in the elbow, holding this angle, and then if your teammates fight CT, bam. If your teammates fight short, bam.
Blocking sight.
Double up here. Why?
Enemy spotted.
Your teammate is already there.
No distraction.
What is going on? Yo, we are duo queue with Omen, and our communication is like 0 with that guy. He was also laughing, like he was like. Yeah.
Pack it up.
Can we try mid? Try
I was in ranked game and I froze, and now my video card doesn't like Valorant. I wish I had those problems.
that 3 people with bad guns or armor.
Scanning ahead. There they are.
Wait, go. Main, in case they're flying.
I don't know. Like, just on Sunset in these low elo lobbies, when enemies are bad at holding the bomb sites, when enemies have a crap team composition such as this one, they're not fighting for the B-main and A-main space at all. I don't see a reason. Why would you need a mid-area of the map? But okay.
One top mid. We can walk.
And also not to mention how repetitive they are.
Watch out B. There might be push up B.
Just careful mid.
Oh, he's making a ton of noise.
Okay. I mean, if they know.
Yeah, let me just take some notes. Simplify your gameplay a bit more on the attacker's side when enemies are already bad and readable? Yeah. You need to pay more attention during post plans when it comes to your general positioning. Okay.
We gotta go.
Yeah, I messed up the smoke at the thing.
Blinding prepped. Flashbang. Launching thorn. Thorns activated.
If we just went for a straight up 5-man execute, we wouldn't die like this. But okay, you know, there's nothing that you could have done. You die like this, you just move on to the next round, and that's it. But I just don't understand, like, why do we like complicate, you know, these type of rounds?
Blinding prepped. Flashbang. Launching thorn. Thorns activated.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I thought I saw some Illuminati.
Maybe I've saved.
Oh, enemy just spammed him, huh?
Try the judge.
Can I ask one simple question? You have 7,950 credits in the next round. Why are you playing judge in this round? If you're gonna buy a weapon for your teammates and go for a full buy, okay. No? So I said, can I ask a question? And he says no.
Judge.
Okay.
We were all stacked at B side.
Sporadic.
It was like
I
4
mean,
people's
we
B side.
stomped like
really.
very early.
5 minutes timeout.
Okay, come in.
Did he buy a weapon? No. Why? Why do you get a light shield? Listen, if you're half buying and saving for the next round, you know, your whole team is saving, but you have money to get a good weapon. You know, you can play 2 full buys in a row. That's a full buy round for you. You will have higher chances of winning that round. Period. Like, here you can get a Vandal and a heavy shield. Or a judge with a heavy shield and utility. Why would you get a light shield? Unless you want to get operator, but I really don't see in this game how can we use operator on the attacker side to make numbers advantage.
The judge.
Revealing area. Found.
Flash blade.
Show me a target.
I love this a lot. Good, 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 good.
Reloading.
Good, good. Dasha was playing there in one of the rounds. I don't know what you're jump spotting. Your teammates are literally looking straight forward into that angle. Like, basically, you need to use these opportunities with the shotguns to scale up and to take some space, you know. If my teammates are already holding this, I'll try to bunny hop my way into this position so that I can close the gap with the enemies efficiently and fast enough before they F me up with some utility. Go, 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 go.
Hurry up. You better rotate.
Spike drop.
Have the spike.
Interesting stun. Listen, if you're doing some A-set execute with a shotgun, you never want to be this overexposed. Like, enemy Jett can kill you from that position. Every enemy can kill you from this position and these spots. Just use a, you know, jump spot the enemies here. Use this smoke. And now, you have a lot of different options. You can connect this smoke with this smoke, go there, kill this guy. If an enemy is close here, you see him during a dash, you can also drop onto that guy. You can also use just one smoke with a updraft dash and kill this mother cooker. But
Flash, small. I might have gotten you. Okay.
this Omen is going on my nerves, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry to your friend. I apologize, like, I really didn't mean to be this harsh. And once again, you know, maybe we didn't have to waste so many smokes.
Blinded.
Almost caught a TikTok ban. Huh? I'm learning. Right now, with this shotgun that you picked up, there is really nothing that you can do. But there's always a secondary weapon. Classic pistol is still a pistol. 2 headshots, enemies are dead. Right now, you should hold a classic pistol and take the fight together with your teammates. You don't need to commit too much. And also that classic can be a really good bait to make enemies push you later and to destroy them with the judge.
Reloading.
There's too much baiting, man. Too much biting, bro.
Try to watch main.
Glock time, bro. Glock time. I don't know, brother. Like, on this distance, you cannot kill anyone with a... I mean, maybe you can. But with a classic pistol, that guy is dead. He's not looking at you. 2 headshots, he is dead. Like, you know, one thing that Valorant players really undervalue is how powerful, you know, like a weapon such as shorty, classic, and generally pistol in Valorant are. If you have a shotgun, like, it's totally fine to pick this fight. Bam. 1 headshot, 2nd headshot, that guy is dead, like. Oh, I got some lag. So now, not only that enemies know that you're at the backside, they know that you have a judge. Like, if Sova is gonna obliterate you. And we have a light shield as well.
55, Sova.
Last
6-7. Oh.
player standing.
This round is your fault. You could have played it much better. When it comes to fighting with the enemies, how you fight, which fights you take. But nice try. Nice try. Also, like, you know, when you're scaling out onto the A side with shotguns, you don't need to even use a dash ability. You can use 1 smoke here, 1 smoke here. You don't waste the dash ability that we can use later to actually connect with the enemy, you know, to push the enemies, to break their wrist, ankles, and everything. I would have unplugged my PC with these kind of teammates. The funny thing is, Omen is his duo. I'm kidding, Omen. Whoever is Omen guy, like, just get my playbook on my Discord server. It's a tier 1 sub, $5. You will become 10 times better player. Trust me. And when you're scaling up through these main areas of the map, you need to be a lot faster. I don't know why you're walking. I don't know why you're holding these angles. If my Sova is here, I need to stick to his butthole. Like, how is he peeking in this angle and you're not ready to refrag him? Enemy Astra fell asleep. Listen, in 90% of the rounds, when you're executing B-set of Sunset, you just want to get into this position. 90% of the full buy rounds. The only time when you want to end up here is if enemies start playing an eco round. And then, like, you know, we can just do this, clear this angle, and that's it. Especially if you have this type of a smoke, I mean, you really don't want Charlatan to pop out through here with a shorty and just take a kill like this, because I am gonna play like a kamikaze. You see, like, this doesn't make sense. Like, if you're anyways gonna go into this angle, you do this, and then this. Why would I waste 2 smokes, risk dying, if I can just dash there? Like, the reason why you dash here is to take this type, to clear this angle, and to hold the backside peak. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I don't know why would you dash here if you want to go there. When you're low HP, I would not really recommend you to engage in these type of rep spam battles. Do that smile again. Please, that Joker smile from Batman. I can do that only when I lose my mental health. It's gonna happen a lot when we start playing Valorant again. Respect for our Vice. Enemies are pushing at the backside. There's multiple enemies there. Like, enemies can peek her at any moment of time. I'm gonna plant the spike. Planting the spike right now is gonna win us the round. Absolutely not. Wise one's the mission done. She's farming the points for the mission, huh? Battlefield player. Aman, you need to relax. 300 credits are 300. Isn't it 200 for a team when you plant the spike? I actually forgot, literally, like. It's 300. Fair deal, fair deal. Good kill there. Good kill there. By the way, this position, you can never overstack. I know that you have 5 HP, but the only spot that you can play right now is this spot here. And we need to hold it. 2 players playing here, but that's already a gangbang, man. Like, that's a double, triple penetration from the enemy team. And I don't know really what you're holding, but okay.
Stay down. Stay down. Right here. Revealing area.
I can't smoke. I can't smoke. That'll be an option.
Any flash market?
I'll flash it.
Launching thorns. Blocking sight. Thorns activated.
That was so easily dodgeable that I mean, you also have updrift, but there's only one problem here that's gonna happen. Two problems can happen in this round. Problem number 1, whoever comes last to the doors, you need to tell him to close the doors. Problem number 2, when you only push the bomb site through a short area of the map, through an off-road, we need to clear the main area of the map as soon as possible.
Headed.
Okay, at least he's holding it. I'm in. Okay, now we know that all 3 enemies are not there. A bit unfortunate timing, I'm not gonna lie. There's really nothing better you could have done here. You know what's the problem here? I think the enemy Astra came out here. Maybe she saw the knives of him, and that's why he was so ready for this fight. And he was not ready. A bit unlucky, Musrex. Good trade though. We lost the match here. What?
After backside.
So basically, what effed us up in this round is not closing the market. They destroyed the micro door. So what happened?
About weird actually.
Any flash market?
I'll flash it.
Always close this switch if you're the last guy moving through the market, and avoid the mid fights completely. If you're doing this type of a push and split, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. If you're doing this type of push and split, like the last guy closes this, we all need to scale out onto the site. We need to clear the main area of the map, and that's it. But also, you know, you cannot do a B-side push only through the mid area of the map. You need to tell one of your teammates to go through the main. Like doing a 5-man push like this is only okay in some eco rounds. It needs to be some kind of a 1-4 split in order to work. But once again, this is that one unnecessary complication that I was speaking about, you know, through this whole attacker side. So a few more problems that you have on the attacker side is pay more attention how you scale up and on general over exposure. Basically, how you path through the main areas of the maps is horrible. I just cannot imagine what you do on other maps where this is even more important. You know, like, you're always hugging the wrong angle, wrong wall, like, you let your teammates go way too much in front of you, you lose the contact with them. Horrible. Also, your pathing, once you complete your executes, is horrible. Like, basically, you make so many decisions that make zero sense. You know? Like, every execute that you do with Jett, you do it for some kind of a purpose. With some kind of a purpose. Like to cover some angle for your teammates, to make some pressure onto the enemies, to clear some angles or something. Your executes have zero purpose, essentially. Like, you know, it's mind-blowing that you do this execute, and then you go here. Why? Why did you waste one smoke? You know? It's mind-blowing that you get stuck here with one of your teammates as well. You do this execute, the next thing you look at is the minimap. So, you see on the minimap that your teammates are fighting an enemy that is backside. Your instant next move is like to go here and be ready for these type of fights and to kill enemies on timing or to kill them with your teammates. Then like all of these rotations, like macro gameplay, like was unnecessary. Why would you do that against such a team comp? Makes no sense. On the A side, overexposure maximus. You cannot stay in this area of the map or this area of the map for such a long period of time without any cover. You cannot be in the air right here if short is not covered, if CT is not covered. You should have died before you even did this, to be honest. So on the attacker side, like literally what I mentioned during the tracker review, like all of these 6-7 points that I mentioned, like all of these 7 points, I think, that I mentioned on the during the track review, you're kind of missing all 7 of them on the attacker side, and you need to work on them one step at a time. So listen, after this VOD review, you know, after you watch this VOD review, I'm gonna share with you through private messages one specific training that you're gonna do for like 2 months. I have like a enormous amount of pre-recorded. I have like 100 pre-recorded trainings. You know, obviously, like problems for players cannot be unlimited. You're gonna do that training for like 2 months, every single day. And for mechanical training, you can just do the one for all aim training. But where you really struggle the most mechanically is how you hold the angles, where you place your crosshair during some of the fights, and also where you struggle is like with the ultimate. You know, you need to use the ultimate based on like what type of fight you're picking. You need to move more. You cannot just stand still. You're not using Vandal or Phantom or something like that. Other than that, like, I really think that if you do that training, if you apply some of these tips and rules that we talked about, if you read the enemies a bit more on both attackers and defenders side, if you fix your awareness through that training, and also like if you play 1, 2, or 3 games every single day, you're easily Ascendant 1 in less than 2 to 3 months maximum. But you know what's also a huge problem for you and why you cannot be consistent is definitely the playtime as well. Like, I mean, you don't play the game every single act, every single month. You have a very limited playtime, and with that playtime, like the only way to get a bit better faster and to understand the game a bit faster is to have some 24/7 coaching, you know, and support from someone, or to have a really, really good time management, like, you know, with the training that I'm gonna give you after this VOD review. Other than that, like, I really have nothing else to talk about this game, but I can talk about the I can talk about the Omen gameplay. I mean, our friend Omen, for at least like 20 more minutes. Okay, just to end this YouTube video, chat, let's end it together. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. You know, join Discord server for coaching. You can win free coaching through giveaways, or you can get my private coaching as well. And definitely get the playbook. Playbook is really good. And thank you for watching, and roll the closer. Like, yeah. Okay. Track